Title: Seasons of Us, Older Man, Younger Woman, Full Romance Movie, Black Romantic Drama, RMC. Jacqueline Carter was a vibrant 26-year-old art curator with dreams bigger than her small DC apartment could hold. Her life was a whirlwind of gallery openings, brunches with friends, and carefully avoided emotions. Then came Langston Hayes, 52, refined, successful, and recently divorced. He wasn't just older, he was from another world. A quiet storm with eyes that had seen war and poetry in equal measure. They met at an exhibit for a black abstract painter Langston had once mentored in Harlem. Jacqueline caught Langston studying a painting, not just with his eyes, but with his whole soul. "You see sadness in it too, don't you?" she asked. Langston turned, surprised, then smiled. "No, I see a beginning." That night turned into coffee. Coffee turned into dinners. Dinners became nights filled with jazz and confessions. Langston had built an empire in publishing but had grown tired of the noise. Jacqueline brought color back into his world. She, on the other hand, had always lived in fast forward. Langston taught her to slow down. Friends raised eyebrows. Her best friend Mia warned, "Girl, what's a man twice your age gonna give you except gray hair and bad knees?" But Jacqueline didn't care. With Langston, she felt seen. Not for her youth or beauty, but her mind, her soul, her passion. Langston's grown daughter, Simone, wasn't as accepting. "She's closer to my age than yours, Dad," Simone said sharply. "What do you even have in common?" Langston responded softly, "Peace, Simone. We give each other peace." Still, tension grew. Jacqueline felt the weight of whispers at Langston's elite dinner parties. He felt the sting of insecurity every time her phone lit up with younger names and faces. One night, after a heated argument over Simone's disapproval, Jacqueline packed a bag. "I love you," she said, voice trembling, "but I can't keep trying to prove that love to everyone else." Langston stood still. "Then let me fight for you this time." Weeks passed. Jacqueline dove into work. Langston retreated into solitude. But love doesn't fade when it's real. One rainy morning, as Jacqueline was setting up a new exhibit, she turned around and there he was, Langston, holding an umbrella and her favorite tea. "I miss the way you see the world," he said. Jacqueline smiled through her tears. "I miss the way you taught me to breathe." He kissed her in the middle of the gallery. Cameras flashed. Passers-by stared. But for the first time, they didn't care who was watching. Months later, Simone finally visited Langston's home and found Jacqueline painting in the garden. The two women sat in awkward silence until Simone finally asked, "Are you making him happy?" Jacqueline looked up, sunlight in her eyes. "He makes me feel like I belong. I try to do the same for him." Simone nodded slowly. "That's all I needed to know." Final scene. Langston and Jacqueline sit beneath a tree in their shared garden, reading poetry and laughing softly. Time no longer matters. The seasons will change, but their love, imperfect, unconventional,